Let's begin episode 25 of Katawa Shoujo. Let's play. Let's go. My goodness. But you're in a hurry today, aren't you, Amy? I've no idea how we got here to the nurse's office so fast, but here we are. The nurse grins at Emmy and seems to completely ignore me. You've got plenty of time to take a shower and go to class, you know. There's no need to run through the hallways like that. Could you hear you from a mile away? Somehow don't make me seem like he's actually scolding Emmy at all. It's like this sort of routine between the two of them. Emmy does a possible imitation of remorse. I'm sorry, I won't ever do it again. The nurse and Emmy both laugh at some private joke. Suddenly it seems he notices me. Ah, hello, he said. What brings you here? Well, I've been... He said officially joined my rolling round. I'll start to explain, but Emmy cuts me off. I thought he might need to visit you so that he doesn't die or anything. The nurse raises his eyebrows in mock horror. Yes, that would certainly put me out of a job fast, wouldn't it? Well then, he said, let's have a look at you. Lift up your shirt, would you? Suddenly very conscious of the fact that Emmy is in the room with me, and I blush in spite of myself. The nurse seems to sense my discomfort, but it only amuses him. A bit shy, are we? He makes an apologetic bow to Emmy. Sorry, Emmy. Tried to get you a free show, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Emmy stiffens slightly and fires a look of annoyance at him. You're an asshole. Emmy bows to me apologetically. I'll wait outside, okay? I begin to stammer that it's not really a big deal since she doesn't have to leave, but she is already out the door, and the nurse is laughing as he watches her go. Still got it, ha! I don't follow. He laughs again while he's in on some joke that's over my head. It's way up to over your head. Oh, better not sing that. Copyright. That artist thing. Oh, it's your fault. It's been a while. I can still get flustered. It's a competition of sorts we had going on for a while now. That sounds incredibly sinister to me. It seems as if the nurse realises that too. That sounded a lot worse than it actually is, come to think of it. I wasn't going to say anything. No, you're right. I should fill you in, so that you don't get the wrong idea. I'm actually relatively new here, you see. Got hired on the same year Emmy started going in. Before that I worked with Emmy during her initial rehab following her accident. Hold on, what? We had to amputate her legs after a really nasty car wreck. It nearly killed her, and we succeeded. He shuts up abruptly. I blink at receiving this unexpected piece of news. Well, it's not the place to say. Anyway, we've known each other for quite some time, so we have a slightly more familiar relationship than is strictly professional. He seems embarrassed, like he's done something stupid. I guess he's really worried about that. I'll wave out to let him know it's not a big deal. Don't worry, sir. I promise I'm going to be discreet. I've been wondering about what caused Emmy to lose her legs, and that was one of the scenarios I thought of. There were only so many ways that could have happened, but actually hearing about the facts is still a little shocking. Well, thanks. You're a good kid, he said. I can see why Emmy became friends with you. She's quite indomitable, you know. What do you mean? You didn't see Eileen learning to walk? She'd go for so much longer than the others in the hospital. She refused to quit. Normally it takes years to get to a point where you can even think about running again. Emmy did it in about a year. He almost seems proud of her, like a father who watches his daughter win a competition or something. Hell, she'll probably have done it faster if not for the fact that we wouldn't let her. Why not? Because she'd go for so long that her leg would start bleeding whenever they met the prosthetics. It's a real concern. It's why she comes every day after she runs. To say nothing of the risk of infection if her leg gets cut and her prosthetics are dirty. But enough about that. If we don't get you on your way soon, then he'll think we're up to something. As he said this, he gives a wink and begins checking my heartbeat. The stereoscope is way too cold. You really should have heated it up or something before I used it. After a few months, he leans back satisfied. Well, you sound pretty good to me, Hisa. You didn't have any chest pains while you were running, did you? No, not really. I had some trouble catching my breath, though. My heart was racing by the end, too. The nurse frowns as I say this, but then shrugs. It's probably because you're out of shape, but if you don't improve, then you should let me know, okay? Don't push yourself too much. And of course, if you have any chest pains, come to me immediately, alright? Put my shirt back on and the nurse leans out the doorway to call you know me. What took you so long? Now I'm going to be late. The nurse gives me a significant look. I was just seducing Hisel Vessel. Whoa! Whoa, son. What? Come on, what have I told you about seducing my friends? I'd expected Emmy to be shocked by this, but instead she seems merely annoyed, scolding the nurse as if he was a child stealing cookies. Meanwhile, I try hard not to blush at the nurse's innuendo. Whoa, son, whoa! It's a bit fruity. I'll try not to do it again. Well, I fear young Hisa may be lost to the female gender forever. It's a bit fruity, my guy. Not freaking likely. Whoa, that's even fruitier. Whoa, brother. I didn't mean to say that out loud, but both the nurse and Emmy regard me for a moment before bursting into laughter again. Cool. Told you it was funny, didn't I? Huh, guess Emmy does talk to the nurse about a lot of stuff. Oh, Hisa, you should probably get a move on. You still need a shower before class starts, don't you? Shit, he's got a point. It looks like I've got only half hour. Thanks for your time. I'll see you later, Emmy. I'll dash up the room as the nurse begins to remove Emmy's prosthetics. As I head down the hallway, I can barely hear his voice drifting after me. Emmy, you've got to be more careful. I'll make it back to my room and shower in record time. It occurs to me that I've already been up for 4 hours and class hasn't even started yet. This is going to be a really, really long day. Day one without fun when you always say wake up at like 3, 4 in the morning, then just can't sleep and you've got a 5 PM finish. I hope I don't fall asleep in class. Oh, and then the gym after that, gym session after that. It's a long day. The morning sunlight streams through my window, wakes me up instead of my alarm, and I realise it must be Sunday. Amy has kindly deigned to give me weekends off from our running mornings. I don't actually know if I woke up at all yesterday, or if I just slept through the entire day. My legs grind in protest as I lever myself out of bed. All this running has really taken it out of me. Still, I can't deny that Emmy wasn't lying to me. Just trained the soreness off, mate. Just trained the fatigue off. It's gotten a little easier. I'll be worried that the runs will start to wear on my nerves, but thus far, I haven't minded them that much. It's only been a week. So there's plenty of time for me to start dreading the sound of my alarm in the mornings. Not like I could ever skip it out now. As Emmy said, it's hard to stop a routine when there's another person, and frankly, I don't think I'm equipped to deal with a disappointed Emmy. She proved give me those puppy dog eyes, and I'll feel terrible about myself. Which reminds me, wasn't I supposed to be somewhere today? Hey, you're coming to my track meet on Sunday, right? What am I talking about? Of course you are. Right? Those puppy dog eyes again. Of course I'm going. Oh, you are. Right? Exactly, so don't forget, okay? Shit. That is track meet. I better get a move on if I don't want to miss her run-in, since she's the only reason I'm even considering going. Otherwise, I wouldn't defeat the old purpose. And so I soon find myself quite suddenly surrounded by a crowd, all turning out to see track team compete with each other, with another school like this one. I'll admit, it's almost comforting to know we're not the only school like this. After you see that there can be 2 schools with a bunch of defective kids as well, You stop feeling so defective. You start feeling unique, which in most cases would be a bad thing, but in this case, sure as hell isn't. That's part of Yamaku's appeal, I guess. Learn that you're not unique. Hell, learn that there's a lot of other people who would kill to be saddled with your problem instead of whatever they're dealing with. Some of the kids here ain't here because they're missing a leg or they haven't had, or they have a heart condition. Or they might be here because they're as good as dead in 2, maybe 3 years if they're lucky. And that's only if they get the right sort of care. It's a bit of sort of comfort to be able to say, well, at least I've got a chance of being alive through college, but there it is. I'm brought out of my rather more amusing by the appearance of Rin near the entrance to the bleachers. You came. Of course I said I would, didn't I? That doesn't necessarily imply that you have to follow through. Lots of people say things and don't mean them. Well, I don't. Rin shrugs, seemingly bored of our conversation. She turns on her heel and heads towards the back stands. I only earn me money now. What's that? I didn't think you'd show up. Annie did. So I owe her 500 yen. You two bet an awful lot, don't you? Another shrug from my armless companion. I don't think so. We enter the bleachers and Rin nods upwards. Up there. I came out to see if you'd come. For the bet, I'll presume. Rin leaves the ring, as soon as we settle down on an almost empty bench. There's an older woman sitting next to Rin. Someone's mother, I assume. She's got rather long hair, done up in a braid. On seeing Rin, she gives her an oddly familiar seeming grin. Well, this is a surprise. I thought you went to get a snack, not a boy. Huh? A snack? I wondered why I was down there. The woman laughs again in a way that seemed familiar. Where have I seen her before? Well, I suppose you've always been one to go out for one thing and bring back another. But I'm being rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Meiko, Iburazaki, Emi's mother. Pleased to meet you. Well, that explains it. She's like a taller, older, and better endowed Emi. Apart from her hair being a darker shade than Emi's, there really is no mistaking for resemblance. Sorry, I'm Hisanaka. And you really don't have to apologise for not introducing yourself, Miss Iburazaki. That's really Rin's job in this situation, isn't it? Another laugh from Emi's mother. I take it that you've not known Rin for that long then? It's best not to expect her to remember something like that. She's got other things to think about, I assume. Rin nods, seemingly pleased by that assessment. She's right. I was thinking about sunsets, and I think this is where I'll leave it here. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.